How was it out there for you today?
Yeah, I mean it was cool to be out there, see all my teammates that have we've kind of been off training at different places, just to see them excel. What they did today was good to be back with everyone. I did the field drills and the shuttles. Obviously did all the testing at the combine, but went really amazing. So.
What have these last few months been like for you, just getting ready for combine and today?
Yeah, I mean it's been a lot. I was down in South Florida for 2 months and then went to Indianapolis. Felt like I had a really good combine, and then just kind of get back into training like a football player. For the last 2 months, you train like a test athlete, like a track athlete almost. So it's been real cool to be back in Raleigh, training like I play football again. So it's been awesome.
What was some of the feedback that you got, in Indianapolis from some teams there?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew what the situation was going in, kind of fighting for LB1, first linebacker taken off the board. But, everyone said that I had an amazing day. Felt like I was the best movement linebacker there, and obviously the 40 speaks for itself.
Have teams talked to you about where on the field they kind of see you in the league?
Yeah, so I mean, everybody's gonna want me to play off-ball backer, so Mike or Will. Teams think that I can play both. It's just a matter of what system I get into, and who they have on the team and where they need help. So.
What's it like just being out here with all these former players that have gone to the league and have come back, and kind of get to be part of the fraternity again?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. Like some of my best friends, Drake and Thayer Thomas, just kind of getting to the point where they're at. I've been watching them for, the last year be the best players that they could possibly be, and, just kind of following in their footsteps. Went to the same training facility as them, and just, how well they did last year at Pro Day, wanted to get a similar result, and, just credit to them and all, the leadership and, the inspiration that they've given me, so.
Did you have to do positional drills today? I mean, I imagine you could have just sat out. Why did you even want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, like I love football. The position drills are a lot different than running a 40, jumping a vert. It's just, I think I move really well, and anytime that anybody wants me to get me on the field and see movement, I think that I'm probably one of the better linebackers, around the country in movement. So anytime anybody wants to do that, I'm all up for it, and, I'm willing to go until, they want to stop, so.
Your brother went through this in the transition to pro baseball. And your family, how much support have they given you? How much has that experience helped you?
Yeah, I mean, my brother is awesome. I tell people all the time, if you didn't know my brother, you wouldn't know that he played baseball, just because, how humble he is, how kind he is, and, but also him being in this position before and understanding that, God has a plan for me, Jesus Christ has a plan for me, and whatever that is just, that's what we're going to do, and we're going to hit it head on. You can never predict where you're going to go in the draft, but, wherever you go is God's plan, and, that's just, I'm most excited for that. And, my parents, they're everything to me. They're my rocks, and just the continuous support from them. My mom and dad being here today, they don't miss anything, and I love them. So it's been awesome.
I know you talked about being a fan of Luke Kuechly. What do you make of the comparisons to y'all's game? Is that somebody who you try to implement into what you do?
Yeah, I mean, I think every linebacker should try to be Luke Kuechly, considering he was literally the best to ever do it. Obviously, his career was shortened due to injuries, but I think if he'd have had the longevity that other linebackers had, there would be no question of who's the best linebacker ever. But just the tenacity he played with. One thing that stands out to me, like I know him pretty well, and just how he is off the field. I mean, he could be a jerk. I mean, he could be just someone that has a lot of money and doesn't come around. But I mean, he's an amazing person. He's a God-fearing person, and just everything he does, I strive to be. So.
What's the best advice he's given you that's kind of helped through this process?
Yeah, well, I mean, personally, I've talked to him about how he breaks down film, and we talked about that through the last few years, and just everything that he's told me is kind of some of the reason that I played the way that I did this year. So, I mean, just very thankful for him, and just the high praise he has for me means a lot, because I mean, I'm obviously from North Carolina, and I grew up watching him, and to me, he's the best football player I've ever watched. So.
How will you spend the next month here? Lead up to the draft?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got a bunch of top 30 visits coming up. Got 4 or 5. Well, actually, I got 6 of them coming up, and I'll be in and out of town. But just back to training as hard as I can, because I feel like I'm headed into the most important season of my life. Just wherever I go, I want to show up in great shape, in great football shape, and just continue to be the player that I was this past year.
Somebody in Hillsborough right now probably looks up to you, a little young boy or something. What would you say to them about your pursuit in life, chasing their dreams? If you could speak directly to them, what would you say?
Yeah, I would just say, no matter where you come from, Hillsborough is a small town, especially when I was growing up. I don't even think there was 9,000 people in the whole town. But I mean, just chase your dreams. At the end of the day, no matter where you come from, who you are, you know, my brother is the first person I think to ever go play professional sports out of our high school, and I'm definitely the only one in football to take it to this level. So, you know, just having great parents around and just continuing to chase your dream, you know, continue to believe in Jesus Christ and understand that He has a plan for you, and just, you know, work as hard as you can every day, because you hear it all the time, people are outworking you, and I promise it's true, and, you know, you don't want that to be the case. So just keep the mentality that you can make it, and one day you will.
Thank you.